Today I'm going to show you how to craft the Healing Totem and where to find all the resources that you're going to need to craft this. The Healing Totem is great for those battles against the bigger and larger enemies. There are some downsides that you need to be careful of that I'll show you at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and get into this and I'll show you how to craft this. The Healing Totem is crafted at the Arcanist workbench. You need 50 Essence of Life, 20 Thorium Ignites, and 10 Greater Health Potions. Believe it or not, the health potions are actually the hardest thing about this. So let me show you how to craft these so that you can craft this. To make the Greater Health Potions, you're gonna need an Alchemist workbench, and it's gonna need to be tier 2. When it's tier 2, you're gonna be able to craft these Greater Health Potions. But to craft the Greater Health Potions, you're gonna need to make Lesser Health Potions. So let's go ahead and look at some of these ingredients so you guys can craft these, so you can craft these. All right, for the empty potion bottles, you're gonna need to find some sand, throw that sand into your furnace, go ahead and turn it on, and you'll see that glass bottles will be made. The wild berries can be found around your base and in the spawn area. They're pretty easy to find. Blood roses can be found in the fire forest on the volcano islands, and the blood petals, well, those are the blood roses after you have punched it with your fist. While you're out collecting the blood roses, you actually have a chance to collect the blood rose seed recipe, which is great to have. The only bad part about it is you need a level 10 farmer's bench to be able to unlock these seeds. Luckily, the SMP came together and we all worked together to upgrade that bench to level 10, so we have a common bench over at spawn that we can all use. So let me show this. When you're out running around, you can pick these up, just come up, interact with them, get the blood rose. If you want the blood petals, you're just gonna come up and punch them and it should drop petals. Honestly, if you're out in the wild, I would just pick them all up and then come back, see how many rose petals you need, and then put those down that way. That train is only going one direction, if you know what I mean. So once you have enough blood rose, blood petals, wild berries, and empty potion bottles, you can now craft up the lesser health potions. And you'll need those in crafting the greater health potions. For these, you'll need the empty bottles, the lesser health potions, the wild berries, but now we have 2 new items, the blood cap mushrooms and the blood leaf. I have found 2 locations where the blood cap mushrooms grow. One of them is in the autumn areas on your map that look like the orange and reddish trees. And if you run around this area, you should find some of the blood cap mushrooms there. You can also find these down south in what I like to call the tar pits, the bone pits, the big giant areas. You'll find these in that area also. In that same area, you'll also find the blood leaves. So this is a really good area to go, but I would highly recommend taking a crossbow with you when you go for those flying monsters that love to shoot at you. You'll be down there looking for a blood leaf anyways, and those will be on the side of the bones. All right, let's go ahead and craft these up. Let's see, 1. Ooh. Okay, that's the 9 we needed. And then we have the 10th one here. Now we can come over to our Arcanist workbench, and you can see we now have the 50 Essence of Life, which you can get by picking crops, picking wild wheat, pumpkins, potatoes, anything like that out in the wild. Thorium, you'll need 20 pieces of thorium, which is located down south in the desert biome. You can find this in the mountains, you can find this underground, and then our 10 greater health potions, which you should be able to do that now. Go ahead and craft this up. Here we go. Bam. All right, we got 2 of them now. So the really cool thing about these is that when you throw them down, not the torch, when you throw these down, it gives you this giant circle of healing. But there is a little something you need to know. If you plan on using this, let me take you somewhere and show you. Oh, here's a bear. Maybe we can test on the bear. All right. Throw that down. All right, let's hit the bear. And as you can see, the bear is getting healed from the totem also. So if you do plan on using this, I would recommend dropping it outside of where you plan on doing your fighting at, and then coming back, getting healed, and then going back into the battle. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this. And until next time.